Untitled here, and today we've got a Saving a Disaster campaign for Medieval 2, playing as Poland, where this one will require a really heavy hand to fix the situation, because it's gone downhill big time. This video can sort of be described as a Medieval 2 for dummies. Not that you're dumb if you can't play Medieval 2, but if you follow these core principles that I'll lay down, even a dummy can play it, if that makes sense. So, first thing, let's identify some issues. Oh, first thing is, like, turn that advice off. That is just obnoxious and annoying, and I don't need it. Okay. First thing is to have a look at how he's done. It's turn 198, 1474. So he's only got 28 turns left to achieve victory, which is going to be ambitious, even for like the best players, to finish the campaign that amount of time. He's going to take another 34 regions and Jerusalem. So he's going to quadruple his territory, essentially. So if you have a look here, he was doing okay. He was not necessarily on track, but if you have a look, he was doing stuff. He got to 17 settlements by like turn 150, which is extremely slow, but it's something that you would see for newer players, which, you know, it's going to happen. Not everyone's going to be as aggressive as me. That takes years to develop. And then it just started collapsing big time, and it's projected to get even worse because basically he's got the foundations, like the infrastructure down here, of a completely broken economy. Everything's falling apart. All the wrong things are happening, so we need to fix that. Now, first thing we want to do is, before we go into any sort of battles, we've got to fix all the just downright wrong decisions that he's making on an economic level. So we need to go through all of his settlements, and anything that hasn't started just get cancelled. Like all the construction projects that he has queued up, get rid of all that. All the recruitment, just get rid of that. Okay, this will free up some funds for us so that we can actually do some stuff. Yeah, you can kind of tell when somebody's newer at the game when they fill up their construction queue like this. It's not a good idea to do that. You should build things as you need them. Put them in the queue. Because if you... unless you're like totally rich and you're in the end game, you're just cruising, right? Which you're not. The reason for that is because, like, if you put a whole bunch of things in the queue, some of them may not be particularly valuable, but as they move up in the queue, they'll take up the money as they're needed, right? And you might need that money elsewhere, so it's best to just play it by ear if you're in this sort of economic situation. So he's currently making 2 grand a turn, because you can see, oh no, it's even less than that. It's 1,000. He's making 1,200 if I hit end turn. That's not very much. So we've got to make use of that. Now, there's 2 ways to go about that. You can either make more money or pay less money. So by paying less money, I mean spending less on your military or making your military more efficient, which you can do in Medieval 2 by making sure militia units are garrisoning your settlements because they have free upkeep, and making sure other units are not. Okay. So our capital is Krakow, which is in the center of our fragmented empire, which it sucks that it is fragmented, but that's just what it is. Oh yeah, who owns Jerusalem? The Timurids. That's great. Okay, now we need to send somebody up here to lift this siege. That needs to happen straight away. We don't need a lot. We can send these guys over there and send one of these generals. There's the king there. Now, king kind of sucks. Let's have a look. But I think what I'd rather send is a high loyalty. This guy here is unlikely to defect, right? So if I put him here, it's also a normal unit scale, which is also common if you're new to the game. A lot of people don't adjust their unit scale. Now, I took the entire army out of the garrison because you should always just have militia there that's going to have free upkeep, and whatever's going to be free upkeep is what you can recruit into the settlement, not ballistas, by the way. Speaking of which, that's another thing we need to do. Since we are in economic disaster at the moment, we need to make a tough decision here. There is a particular building that you absolutely don't need. These units will not help you past like turn 50, really, and that is non-gunpowder artillery, because they're outdated, they slow down your armies, they have no economic value. Let's demolish them, get the money out of these settlements. That's just basically going to waste, because you just don't have time to dilly-dally. So, the destruction noise in Medieval 2 is super annoying. Hang on, if I press Alt-S, I might... Yeah, okay. I just muted it there for a second. so that you don't have to listen to it, because I know it's obnoxious, super bloody loud. So just while I go through this. So yeah, like I said, I need a really heavy hand with this sort of stuff. You can also get rid of blacksmiths, that also doesn't have a lot of value. Anybody who plays Medieval 2 that tells you that armor upgrades are high value actually doesn't know what they're doing. It's not to say that it has no value, it just has really low value. Because the most important stat in Medieval 2 is actually morale, not armor. Okay, and get there. Oh man, look at all that stuff there. So if we got rid of the blacksmith, no, don't worry about that. Okay, and then I'll just turn the sound back on. Okay. Alright, so that's freed up a fair bit of money, but by getting rid of a building that was essentially completely useless. Okay, we've also got a lot of troops up here. We should sally out and get rid of all of these Danish forces here. Oh man, there's so much mess everywhere. So much of it. Okay, so like I said, yep. This army here needs to go and relieve that. We just have to hope that they don't launch the attack. But if they do, we can probably prevent them if they've only got one ram, because that will not be able to equip on any artillery piece. It'll be entirely up to the crossbow militia, and this is a fortress. But we should still go and lift it anyway, otherwise they could end up just starving you out, which would be just as bad, because we can't sally out there. Okay, next thing I suppose we should do is just adjust some tax rates. Just see if there's some areas where we could squeeze the peasants a little bit more for their money. Seems like he's just got normal taxes everywhere. Just hasn't been messing around with it. No, not essentially. There's some things you could do here and there. Not a lot. Yeah, I'll lower that one because I'll probably get him moving. Alright. I'm thinking sending these guys here to go and capture Constantinople. We've got some ships over here. We'll go over to the port and go and smash them. Okay, let's see. The difference between, like, the ballista and even an infantryman, it will take us an additional turn if I bring them along, so I just don't want to pay for them anymore. So just get rid of them. Just gonna send these guys here. There's none of these are militia. They're not getting free upkeep cost. All of them. Out they go. They're gonna get on this boat. If they end up getting killed, well, that'll save you a lot of money. I have no idea what's going on out there. Let's put in some of this. Maybe lower the taxes. Okay, there's some serious repairs that need to be done here. Let's focus on the things that provide public order and money. Don't worry about repairing this. In fact, damage building like wooden wall, when you upgrade it, it'll just automatically get repaired. So that would be the next best thing to do. However, town hall should probably come first because it'll provide... It's just a lot cheaper, and we're provide public order and law and public health, right? But yeah, don't repair those right now because it's just not needed. So they're going to get out on that ship and they might be able to make it to Constantinople next turn. We want to come down here so that we can make money. What's your diplomatic situation? Yeah, you're at war with a lot of people. That's pretty common for Medieval 2. What do you got doing? I don't know. Just get rid of this. Okay. All these guys here. Who's going to command when we take him out? They're going to go down south. Who's in charge? The king. Yeah, okay. That's how it should be. I would get mercenaries, but not this turn because our money's tight. We want to go and be aggressive against them. Are we excommunicated by any chance? Yeah, no. No, I don't think we are. Well, we're probably going to get excommunicated. The Pope doesn't like us, and he's probably going to chuck the shits with us. Let's have a look at our missions. Cease hostilities. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
We don't normally trade with you.
Polish princess. I don't know. I don't really have any use for you. Just put some peasant archers in there. That's not going to be overly expensive. You want cheap garrisons, right? And you want to throw all of your best troops into your armies and just throw them at the enemy. And obviously do the best you can in battle, but the AI is not that good. Alright, so over here, what we're going to do is we don't want to sally out from the city. No, I can't get in any closer there. What we want to do is step outside first. That way we've got a chance, possibly, that we can get a new general, which would make it a lot easier to govern Oslo.
Marching to battle with pride, Lord. The enemy lies defeated. We are victors.
Okay.
Yes, Lord. Confronting the enemy.
Let's have a look here. Yeah, okay, so The artillery there could be a bit of a problem. We got lots of cavalry. So do they, though. Oh, this is England. Okay. Alright, let's just get on with this. Now, it's not well known about the Pope. Oh, hang on, the screen's going crazy. Yeah, OBS does not really like Medieval 2 that much. There we go, let's fix him up. But yeah, if you attack another Christian faction that's on your land, the Pope won't give you shit for it. It's only if you attack them in their lands. Okay, let's set up. So if you want to know how to get ultra unit scale, which is what I would recommend, you got to go into your graphics settings and change it there. I would highly recommend playing on ultra. Considering it's 2022, you guys, I would assume, don't have potatoes for computers. You should be able to run it on ultra unit scale. It's just, in my opinion, better experience. But, you know, play on whatever unit scale you want. But the game does default to normal. Alright, we want to take these guys here, including the general. It doesn't really matter that much if he gets killed. We need to immediately go and get rid of that artillery. Don't even worry about this first army here.
They hope to make up in numbers what they lack in skill.
We've got to immediately get rid of that artillery. Okay, let's bring him in. Yeah, I don't imagine those Bill Militia being able to make it here. They're not going to make it. I also have no idea what difficulty it is. With Medieval 2, it doesn't tell you in any of the settings what difficulty you set it on. So, I would assume it's like on normal difficulty.
The enemy are
It's just a
badly
guess.
blooded. They have lost half their men.
But to be honest, I can't tell the difference between any of the difficulty settings on Medieval 2. Okay, so they're getting ready to shoot. That's a bit of a problem. And their cavalry's coming at us. Obviously, we want to get at their artillery. They're really inaccurate, so don't worry too much. And we've got missile superiority here, so... Oh, man, I hate the controls in Medieval 2 now. It's so much... Like, Total War have made some serious improvement to unit controls over time. It just, in Medieval 2, it's really hard to do particularly fast micro compared to later Total War games. Okay. Good, the cavalry is not doing that much. Because, yeah, it just takes longer to do commands in Medieval 2. Because, generally speaking, you want every unit to run all the time. Which, in the later Total War games, they do. But in Medieval 2, you've got to either double-click, which sometimes it doesn't register, or you've got to click and then press R, which also sometimes doesn't register. There's a delay. Which is so freaking annoying.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain
Okay,
true
they're going to
and
be charging at us,
steadfast,
so
victory will be ours.
move up front there. Harass them. Okay, all of the artillery are off their sorry, all the crew are off their artillery pieces. Okay, them charging in head first, they're just gonna get wrecked. Alright, good. Their artillery's finished. Completely wiped out. Yep, charged in, got wiped. All we're gonna do is brace here. Yeah, if you've got a general unit, you shouldn't go into wedge formation, like what the AI did there, because it puts your commander right up front, which means he's going to very likely get killed. Which he didn't, it was lucky though for him. But you could very easily get him killed.
Only half the enemy force remains. The enemy general flees like the coward he is. Strike hard and break the spirit of his army. Mighty Lord above, look how our cowardly foe runs.
So I don't think we're going to get a general for this, but at least we've cleared Oslo, because they were going to besiege a settlement, which caused all kind of problems. And as I've said before, with Medieval 2, the game rewards aggression. You know, strike first, don't wait for them to strike you, that kind of stuff.
The enemy lies defeated. We are victors.
So the Pope, we didn't lose. It said we lost relationship, but we were already abysmal with him. He's not going to like shake his fist at us for doing that, because they were invading our territory. Now you're spending way too much here, but also, yeah, we didn't get a
Forward.
we didn't get a general, so I can't really hire a oh, hang on. We got a ship here, the fleet. Where should we go? Should we go to England? Maybe. All right. Leave behind just some peasant archers and
My lord.
get rid of this.
Marching to battle with pride, lord.
Oh, hang on. We have a really low authority king. If I leave them out in the open, they will defect. So we'll see if we can get past this sort of English blockade. If not, then get rid of the navy and I'll just disband the army next turn. So over here, like Streltsies are good, but they're costing us money right there. Are you at war with Russia? Yeah.
Yes.
What we need here is to sack a settlement, like a big sack, to get a whole bunch of money, like Constantinople or Vienna or Budapest. Okay, so here's some stuff over here that we can send out to Vienna to result in excommunication.
We move onward
Who cares?
tomorrow.
Yeah, okay, let's get some more Streltsy up in here to send in as reinforcements.
Yes. Yes. An order. Yes, lord.
So the infantry's slowing us down there.
Orders, my king.
At Aarhus, we need a general up in here. Alchemist Lab's not overly important. I won't get rid of it just yet, but it's a very expensive building. Repair that, and yeah, okay. So we're looking at still making money. This is such a mess. Yeah, I may need some defenses over here.
My lord.
Oh, you've got an army. Oh,
lord.
God, you can't fucking move. And you
Yes.
left a whole bunch of units over
Orders,
here.
my
What's
king.
going on? Yeah, this is obviously mid-turn that it was
Yes.
sent in. Yeah, there's not much I can work with here.
Wrong fleet.
Blockading enemy ports are actually kind of pointless, because the AI does get some money cheats. It's just not worth trying to reduce the amount of money they make with your ships. You end up paying more for your fleets than they lose with their trade, especially if it's not a large city. Okay. Now let's do. I'm just trying to think. We either should be super aggressive and hire a massive military and go for conquest, or build some economic buildings. I'm leaning more towards a mix. So we'll do, some things need some upgrades. And maybe I'll save some money for mercenaries for next turn. Alright, I think I've done everything I can. We got to get down there and attack something. I need some cavalry over here. You know what we need? We need these guys here to come down to Aarhus. That's what we need. So hopefully this fleet is able to relieve this. I'm not going to... Well, we'll see how that's going to go. That's just going to be iffy. Alright, let's move on. So you can skip all of this stuff here, but it's really important to, I think, keep an eye on them. Especially when we're in a really dangerous situation and just see what's going on where. Oh, what happened there? Okay, that was weird. What's going on? Oh, damn, they're actually launching the attack. Look at those odds. Now, the funny thing here is that you do need to fight it manually. We do need to fight it manually. It's annoying, but we just have to. Because, yeah, we can lose that in an auto-resolve. In Medieval 2, 50-50 auto-resolve does not guarantee victory. You'd be surprised how often, like, oh, look, 90% in my favor, auto-resolve, lose. Even if you're the defender in a castle, you gotta be careful. Well, I guess we don't need to send these forces this way to defend it. I can't imagine we're going to have too many problems. All we have to do is ensure that... Oh, maybe the artillery can be operated by 2 men. Oh, we'll see. Just have to ensure that they don't get in. Oh, are you kidding me? They're going to use the catapults first? It's going to waste so much time. Okay, I got an idea. I'm not gonna sit around. We're gonna need to kill one of them. Oh, hang on. What? Yeah, go out there. Fucking get rid of this catapult. You know, don't even need that. We just need to kill one of the crew members, and then they won't be able to use it. Okay, that's it. They can't use it anymore. Quick, up on the walls. Now, you don't want to use fire arrows, because fire arrows, they're just not efficient. Okay, you, if we do get attacked over here, I don't want to immediately get defeated, so just run over here. Don't worry about the archers. Okay, can't tell the towers what to shoot, but the fact they're shooting the general's bodyguard is definitely not bad for us. Even if they break through this first layer here, it's fine. We don't get boiling oil in vanilla.
Grave tidings. The enemy are at the gates. Curses! The enemy's ram is through our gate. Only half the enemy's
Because it's a fortress, we just
remains.
don't really have to worry that much. Now, these are just crossbow militia as well, so if we put ourselves in a good position to shoot, we should be able to fire down at them. While also still hopefully shooting at that general there. See, I can't tell them to go around this other side. I'll try something a little bit different. Come around over here, because they don't have a good line of sight. But these ones here now do. And there we go. Good
This
stuff.
is a clear victory. That
The enemy lies defeated. We are victors.
The enemy fleet is attacking us.
Yeah, can't withdraw from that. Should just
The enemy
disbanded
are
them.
relentless. Man the oars. Retreat. Anchors away.
Alright, so yeah, we got about an extra 1,000 gold to spend. Mission failed. Who cares? Don't think there's anything I could have done about that. Alright, we might actually be able to get these guys
As ordered.
over here.
Orders, my king.
So just leave behind those peasant archers that I recruited last turn, and let's get that one out of the way.
Confronting the enemy.
Ah, crap. Well, they won't defect while they're at sea, but there's a lot of English ships out this way.
That's right.
If they sink us, they sink us, they sink us. But I just,
My lord.
yeah, it's just difficult to make because you got such a shit king. Generally speaking, the AI navies tend not to attack you, but sometimes they do. As we saw over there, that can happen.
Yes.
My lord.
Orders, my lord.
Okay, we can get to Constantinople.
As ordered.
Yes, lord. Of course. Yes, lord. Confronting
Yes,
the enemy.
I will take that
Where to?
mercenary. Bitch, you're broke, legend. You can't afford
My
it.
lord.
Oh, if it means getting into Constantinople a turn 2, I'll take a loan. You know, I'll pay him back after I plunder the city.
Marching to battle with
Alright, what are we doing here? So, we should have more than enough to be able to handle that. Definitely shouldn't auto-resolve. Alright, let's do this. Now, don't worry about a night attack.
We have chosen the field. Now, let the battle begin.
That's why I didn't purchase it last turn. Otherwise, I would have just have to pay for it for an additional turn. No. Okay. Now, the thing is here, if we don't want to pay for a repair of the walls, we need to try to actually shoot the gate. I probably should have checked to see what type of towers are here. Ballista Towers, okay. Yeah, you can tell what type of towers they are by looking at it. If it's got this sticking out, it's a Ballista Tower. So this means it's got a little bit of range. That's all. But with gunpowder, that doesn't really matter because they have extremely long range. And it looks like they're just going to abandon the walls anyway. So yeah, let's just see. Okay, stop. Alright, look, they're just running back to the town square here. We want to try to hit the actual gatehouse as little as possible. So the closer I get, the more accurate I'm going to be with it. It'll only take like one shot to blow down the gate. Provided we hit. There we go.
Our enemy's gates are down.
Oh, I guess we could walk. So what I'm going to do here is use the bombard to just shoot into the town square because we've got a clear line of sight. Why not? But that's what I'm talking about being aggressive. You know, this army was just sitting around doing nothing. You've got to take your forces, because they're not providing you any value by sitting in your settlement, and any forces that are being mustered here might end up at your city anyway, so you might as well just take the fight to them. And if you take their cities away from them, then they can't recruit new units. Because there's a really good manpower system in Medieval 2.
The enemy's walls belong to
You know,
us.
it's not like a one city faction can just recruit, you know, endlessly. You need lots of territory and lots of population, not necessarily population, you need lots of territory to recruit large armies. So if you take that away from them, then they can't do it. Even if they get money cheats, there's manpower limitations. Yeah, okay, doesn't want to shoot. Should have a clear line of sight though. Now against Mongol infantry, you're best using the general's bodyguard for that. Pretty funny if a stray shot hits my general in the back. Can happen.
Our men are
Yeah,
ready for battle.
no,
If we
too
continue
inaccurate.
like this, we will
It did its
smash
job.
the enemy.
Essentially just got it as a glorified battering ram. We need to get in closer if we want to use the artillery to kill their general. Okay. You know what? Hang on. We've got a general's bodyguard, and what's that in there? Levy spearmen? Just attack. Keep this guy close for morale. Oh, wait. Stop. We might be able to do a nice little exploit. It's not really an exploit. Well, it kind of is. I'm just noticing that they're being really passive.
My lord, our men are in
No. Ah, fucking hell. I wasn't quick enough there. See, we were capping the town square. Fuck it, just get in there. I guess we're not going to do it. If we stay at the edge here and they don't attack you, you can just
Our
wait out
men
the timer
are
and they'll
winning the battle.
just stay you down.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
See, the plus side to this, the silver lining, we may have lost about 100 men fighting that little fight there, but you know what? I don't have to pay them anymore.
The enemy lies
And then
defeated.
21 grand for me. That'll sort out our financial problems. Oh, what's that? Siege works? No. What guild is that? Master Thieves Guild. Eh. Ugh. They're allies, are they?
Where to?
Okay then.
Da.
Next up, we take them to Sofia. Because there's not that much there. It doesn't seem like the Mongols have a good foothold in Europe at the moment. While the Byzantines are your allies, I guess we could... What do they have there?
Fight me.
Could go and assist them.
Yeah.
We don't have enough movement to reach it this turn, though.
Orders, my king.
No, all of our infantry's run out of movement.
My lord.
These guys here... And taking Constantinople is now worth a lot of money as well.
Where to?
So that's good. Just disband all the ships. You can always just hire mercenary ships when needed to transport, but generally speaking I don't build navies to take out enemy navies. It has no real economic value.
Yes, lord.
Okay, I was hoping we would make it there this turn.
Men, march.
Are any of them draft masters?
Yes,
No.
an honor orders, my lord.
Legend, you've only got cavalry. How will you take Budapest?
Of course.
Mercenaries. Why do you think we sacked the city? Master Bombard. Well, we're not going to make it there this turn.
Orders, my lord.
But yeah, we'll make it there next turn. So let's hire all of it. Oh, hang on. These are way more expensive mercenaries than what I'm used to, because I'm used to playing in the early campaign. Let's just chill for a
Move
bit.
out. Orders, my lord.
Okay, need this guy to stand out of the way. Yeah, fuck off. I don't
Yes, lord.
care.
Confronting the enemy.
Okay, so the thing is, with this man of feudal knights, they're really heavily weighted in balance of power, but General's bodyguard can absolutely destroy them. So that's no problem.
Form up lines and do not break
Oh,
them.
Legend, you got him
Hey,
excommunicated. You think you're gonna fix it? Look, when I play a Christian faction, I take being excommunicated as a badge of honor. Fuck the Pope. Don't listen to the Pope, okay? Don't be concerned about excommunication, okay? It's not that big of a deal. But Legend, you can't go on crusade. He wasn't gonna call a crusade. He wasn't gonna let us call a crusade. So just fuck him. Don't get me wrong, it would have been great if we could have gone on crusade. It would have definitely solved some problems, but it wasn't going to happen. If we want to go on crusade in this campaign, you've got to go and put your own pope in power. They're like, it's over, Poland. I have the high ground. Oh, but they underestimate my power. Well, problem though, they've got a crossbow unit. Got to be careful there. It might help us to go in loose formation. No, there's a crossbow there. So what I want to do here is go around a little bit. No, I can't go around too far. Doesn't matter if we get exhausted. But the high ground is worth so much in Medieval 2. So we want them to lose it. Because I gotta get around them properly, pass right through that rock. Come on, move it, move it. They haven't shot us once yet. But I've got to get in proper formation if we want to actually do a charge. Yeah, they're not going to charge properly like that. Stand back, stand back. Luckily, they're still messing around as well. By feigning a charge like that, just got them to activate their skirmish mode. Give us a bit more time. Because I got some units stuck. Ugh, may have been a mistake to do this. Okay, I think it's just this unit here. But these two are ready to move. And now we've got the high ground and we're charging downhill. We'll get this guy organized eventually. Oh god, they're so unresponsive in rough terrain. Yeah, it's really hard to bloody use these fucking units on this damn terrain. They're just not doing what they are told. They're not charging in. Barely pathfinding correctly. You know, on a flat playing field, they're fine, but right now... Please don't tell me that was a general. I don't think it was.
Units, march!
Can't charge properly unless we're in formation. I'm gonna bring in the Streltsy over here. It's not much, but... Okay, come on, charge. Oh, God. Oh, I don't miss this from Medieval 2 at all. Yeah, it's just because it's super rough terrain. They can't pathfind
Our
properly.
men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
They just won't charge properly. Because that's what we need to be doing if we want to beat the dismounted feudal knights. Don't fight them on their terms, fight them on our terms, which is charge. There's the general there, we need to get rid of him. So, they're doing a bit of damage to us, but I think we're getting the better of them. Come on, pathfind. They're so unresponsive. Look, he won't move. Just won't do it. This guy's getting wrecked. He's right in the fight there, but he just won't move. I can't do anything there. Man, this is one of the worst things I've seen in Medieval 2 for, like, pathfinding. This is really bad. I think we got him out of I should keep him out of this now. That guy got really badly hurt. Well, it doesn't really matter that much if any individual general gets killed. It's not good. We do need everyone we can get. But yeah, they're just not responding very well here. Okay, I need to use the Streltsy to try to get rid of these dismounted knights. This one here's almost gone. Yeah, they just have no idea where they're pathing to.
Units, march!
Come on. Big charge, big charge. Oh my god, man. They don't do any damage if they just run into it. You have to charge.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Legend, use the charge button.
Come on, man. You gotta fucking charge into them. Okay, one way that used to work in pre-patch Medieval 2 to get them to charge was to walk and then hit the R button. That usually got them to charge. That's annoying, yeah. Come on, man. God damn it. They have no idea what's going on with these fucking cavalry. Come on. Jeez, they're unresponsive. Come on. It shouldn't be that difficult. I just need you to goddamn well charge at the enemy here. They just won't do it. Okay, that guy over there's done, finally. Alright, there we go. Killing the enemy general will definitely help against these other knights. Come on, come on, come on. You gotta listen to your damn orders. Good, they're shaken. That was not a charge, man. Come on. That was... Okay, there we go. Good, they broke anyway. Fucking hell, that was painful. That was really painful. We got through without any of them getting killed, I think. But yeah, they just were not following my orders properly. You gotta watch out when fighting in mountainous terrain in Medieval 2. It's just super derpy, especially if you're the one charging up the hill. No ransom, just execute them. Reason why you don't want to ransom them is because I don't want to fight them again, obviously. Alright, so these ones here, they can attack buildings. Okay, so it means we can get in.
Yes, Lord.
No, I don't need to do that. We're going to do what we did at Constantinople.
An honor to serve. Yes.
Man, arquebusiers are not good in a siege. But you need troops. So if you have a look at this, yeah, he's still making a profit, making more profit than before. And we just got to get in there quickly.
Orders, my lord.
Okay,
Yes,
so it's going to be
Lord.
evenly matched here.
Confronting the enemy.
Emperor Manfred of the Empire. See, why is their fucking king so good? Look at that. No, you know what? I reckon this guy actually has negative authority. If we have a look here, there, see how that's -3 authority? So yeah, there's a little thing in Medieval 2 that, and no stack can have a negative value. If you have negative authority, you'll actually have maximum authority because the game just doesn't count things properly. Yeah, so that's what's happening here. He's actually really low authority. Anyway, let's jump in here and see what we can do. So, we outnumber them by about 200.
Let the battle begin.
But yeah, it's tricky to use gun units inside of a city when you're attacking.
Await my order.
Okay, those are not Ballista Towers as far as I'm aware. Now, mercenary ribolds, if I remember correctly, they actually don't have enough ammunition to create a breach in the wall. The only way that we can win this is by creating a breach in the gate. Now, it should only take like one shot. Should only take one shot. So, since we've got 2 units of them, we should try to create 2 open gate areas. And we'll see how we go there. Good, they're not deploying in the right areas. Good. We also want to get in as close as possible so that there's absolutely no chance of missing. It's so important. Because if you run out of ammunition, the battle will be immediately forfeited. So point blank range. Basically, just glorified battering rams. Also, by doing this, we don't have to repair the walls. Okay, I was wrong about 1 volley. You actually need 10 volleys to break down a gate, which is why we have to make it as accurate as possible. Because these are very much anti-infantry weapons, or just anti-troop weapons, not necessarily things to use to break down walls. But the gates are the weak points in the army. in the defenses. It's actually very stupid of them to not defend it.
By the blessed saints, our enemy's gates are down.
Yeah, see, don't have enough ammunition for even another gate. Well, that one does, though. Alright, just get them back. They've done all that they need to do in this battle. At least for now. Okay, we're not under any serious pressure at the moment, so that's good. Start bringing our guys in. Alright, and then come up with a plan on capturing this settlement. Yeah, the game kind of tricks you to believe that walking around everywhere is actually the done thing to do, but speed is really important, especially when there's like towers and things shooting at you, so it's important to run, and sometimes by running around you can catch the enemy off guard, because there'll be many times that they're going to leave weaknesses in their army, and if you're too busy walking around everywhere because you're too afraid of fatigue, then you could run into, you could miss opportunities. Alright. Alright, I don't know if this is going to work, but if we create a firing line there. Got troops coming back. Let's see if I can actually cap the town square while they're out of here, but it's going to take some time to get there. They've got some troops coming back. I'd rather not use the cavalry to body block them. That's not what they're there for. So I'm not going to put all my eggs in that particular basket, because I just don't think we're going to get there fast enough. Because we've got all the firepower we need to kill them. But well, I don't know what's going on with them. They're being real stupid. They're... Okay, the general's coming back. That's okay, just let him. Don't worry about that. We can always just use the guns. I don't think using the generals here to body block them is a good idea. Don't worry about capping the town square. Alright, so we'll have the melee infantry stand here and hold the general back while the guns fire at them, which they are doing a bad job of. Okay. Okay, melee infantry. It's all, okay, all just melee stuff, so we've got the big advantage there with the guns. They're kind of messy formation, but just fucking I think they're actually facing the wrong way there. Yes, just stop. Don't fire just yet. You've got to really wait until they're in proper formations before you use them. Okay, ready and fire.
Our men are winning the battle.
And if they just want to sit there and take it, cool.
Smash the enemy.
Shit. I'm getting attacked from the rear. What is it anyway? Dismounted feudal knights. Okay, that shouldn't be a problem, but they just got the upper hand on me just for the moment there. Okay, another thing that you can do is if you push your cavalry forward and attack, do this really quickly, you can mess up their formations and break them and kill them a lot quicker. Don't just give attack orders. Move orders in addition to attack orders are really important. Because the quicker you kill something, the lower their morale is going to be. More likely you are to not have to fight as many of them to the death. Of course, dismounted feudal knights have very good morale. But we've got them surrounded there now, so they're doomed. And while this is going on, the arquebusiers are actually winning the battle for us pretty much single-handedly. So just let them do it. Because here's the thing. The AI in Medieval 2 is incredibly passive. And the way to beat a passive player, or AI, is with aggression. They take a defensive position, you be super aggressive. They just want to sit there, you shoot them. Go, stop that charge. Okay, we don't have skirmish mode on, so they should just keep shooting. Alright, I need to get the cavalry to go take out the ballistas before they start shooting. But yeah, I've always felt the guns in Medieval 2 were kind of shit.
Only half the
Like,
enemy
big bang,
force remains.
but not really that much damage. You saw it, like, they did a lot of kills, but they were sitting there shooting at a non-moving target for a long time, though. And they're super derpy. You know, if you get them out on the field on a perfect situation, they'll do pretty well, but inside of a non-perfect situation, they can be a bit derpy. Well, that's with a lot of units in Medieval 2.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, blisters are gone. Okay, why aren't you shooting into their back? What are you doing there? Okay, pretty sure I can break that one. Just let them charge into our guys here, that's fine. And
Our men are winning the battle. If we
that doesn't
continue
work.
like this, we will smash the enemy.
come on, don't stand and fight there. No, 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 no.
My lord, we have lost control of the city.
Damn, this Emperor just don't want to go down. Now I've got cavalry over here, but
The king is slain.
I just don't want to use it.
A worthy end, but no less dead for that. We must strike now while the iron is hot. The enemy
There we go.
This is a clear victory. That
So yeah, good thing we actually hired all the arquebusiers, because the melee infantry didn't cut it.
They deserved nothing
Pretty much
less
always
than
sack
death.
cities when you get the
They
chance.
are broken. We are
Gets rid of the public order problems, and gets you a decent amount of money without killing too many people. Obviously, you don't want to kill off too much of the population. You don't need to repair the large stone walls. It'll still be functional, even when damaged. And we used up all of our movement getting
Yes,
here,
Lord.
didn't I? Yeah.
Yes.
Cool. So if we have a look at it now, we're making 7 grand per turn. So finances are getting better.
Da.
Not focusing out here too much because it's just not that good territory. Want to go into the heart of Europe. That's where all the real money is. Didn't we hire some units over here?
Orders, my
We
king.
did,
My
but
lord. An order. An honor to serve. Your will shall be obeyed.
need to make sure, because of the king's incredibly low authority, that they're always
Combining troops.
under the control of a hang on, what's the upkeep costing them? Yeah, it's fine. Leave them to garrison. Leave them under the control of a high loyalty commander, or else they have a very high chance of defecting.
An honor to. I look
Okay, now we need to
forward
make sure
fighting
these
you.
Danes don't come back.
That won't sort our differences, knave.
What you want here is aggressive units like Streltsies, which the Danes are really bad at handling, and take the fight over to Stettin and these other areas over here. Because you managed to take Aarhus, so that's good. You know, turn 199.
Honor to serve, my lord.
I mean, you didn't take it on turn 199, but whatever. Alright, let's see. What are we up against here? I'll send a scout up ahead just to get an
Yes.
idea of what we're going up against.
Forward, my lord. If there was a path here, it is gone, Lord.
Okay.
Marching to battle with pride, Lord.
Is it an honor to serve, my lord?
I think that's all we need.
An honor to serve, my lord. God be with us, men. We march to battle.
Now, they've got loads of missile units, and if the enemy have missile superiority, which they definitely do, how do you counter that? By rushing. That's what we're going to do here. Even with our archers, just straight on rush at them. Yeah, annoying thing about Medieval 2 as well, you set them up in a long formation, then give them a move order, and then they go back into sort of like a default formation. Kind of annoying. A lot of good things about Medieval 2, but there's some things that they have fixed along the way. Because yeah, by being aggressive here, if we feign a charge in on those crossbows, we should be able to get them to activate their skirmish mode to stop them from shooting. Yep. I had no intention of actually making that charge. It was just... oh, it's fucking default skirmish mode. You might be wondering, why am I sending archers into melee? Because they've got missile superiority. You know, not looking for a fair fight. We're going to break them straight away. We've got a commander, they don't. Then you can shoot at the Norse War Clerics. And look at that, they didn't get a chance to shoot us once.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this,
Well,
we will
don't
smash
mind if I
the
don't
enemy.
stop them.
The enemy general is no true man. He flees the field of battle and abandons his men to their fate.
As I said before, the most important stat in Medieval 2 is not armor, it's morale. If you can break the enemy morale, it doesn't matter what their armor was. And armor has absolutely no bearing on morale. So that's why I don't prioritize blacksmiths. All you need is good fast troops that are heavy hitters and a good commander that is terrifying for the enemy. That's all you need.
Look how our cowardly foe runs. It is time to
Need to get
press
enough
the
captives to make
attack.
sure this army gets completely wiped out, or else they're just going to come back at us again later. Don't worry about ransoms. Obviously, we got a lot of money thanks to Constantinople. Okay, that should be enough. And you need, what you need right now more than anything is to wipe out your enemies. You don't need to repair your buildings, although we've got enough money to do that. You know, you might think, oh, 1,000 gold, I can do something. Also, by executing them, it gets rid of his stupid chivalry, which we don't need.
An honor to serve, my lord.
No, I don't see any other Danish forces in the area. I'm going to take all the mercenaries, because we got the money for it now, and march on Stettin. Like I said, extreme aggression is the way to go. Now you might think, what about retraining these units? Yeah, it's actually, in my opinion, it's better just to recruit fresh ones. I mean, you could retain one experience on one of them, but whatever, who cares? So they're coming down here. I don't think I can advance down here without a commander, so somebody's got to get over there at some point.
An order.
See, Breslau essentially has no upkeep at the moment, so that's really good. We can recruit another 2, because that's 4, right? No, 3 upkeep slots, okay. And now we can actually do some construction and start developing up your regions. To be at turn 200 and not have a single huge city is a problem. Okay, have some more defenses on your borders here, because you can afford it now. Could even hire... I was going to say you could hire a merchant, but this got damaged. Wait, was there a boat available to be hired? No. I don't. A spy could be useful. And get some more of these Streltsies. Streltsies are really good. Because they're pretty damn cheap. Like, they're cheaper than knights, and you can really get a lot done with them. Because they make armor pretty much worthless. But yeah, it looks like the Russians are coming in on your border, so just putting more archers to defend castles is really good. I think Helsinki is pretty much safe. So what we should do here, because those are worth 210 per turn, I think we should get rid of, because I can't get them out of here. I'm not going through there, and I don't have any boats. We should get rid of them, right? And instead recruit peasant archers, because you can get 2 peasant archer units for 1. Oh no! Instead of getting Polish nobles, get Streltsies. They're better. Mix it up with that. That would be better to defend that region. Same thing with Riga over here. We want to defend it. And we can actually build stuff. So, build it, could go for, yeah, go for a port actually, you really need money. And look at that, we're actually going to spend most of the money. Yeah, that's just really expensive. So this is like what I was saying before, I'm not just going to fill up the entire queue, we build things as needed. Okay, that should be enough to defend against small attacks. If they build up to a castle, that'll be better. We don't get free upkeep on it, but that's fine. Okay, I think that's all we need to do for this turn. Let's just see if we can manage to get Budapest.
Orders, my lord.
See if they'll come and attack us. It'd be their funeral if they did. They probably won't. Their AI is, like I said, pretty damn passive. And then with these forces here, you got war with Milan? Yeah. So that's a huge city. I would go after Zagreb. That's really valuable because they got gold mines there as well. Although it definitely wouldn't be too bad for you to wipe out the Holy Roman Empire. If we have a look at things now, the Holy Roman Empire, they don't have that much territory. You should be able to take them out fairly easily. They're strong. Sorry, they're weaker than Milan. Anyway, we'll see. Yeah. Okay, let's move on. Hope I didn't forget anything. That's sometimes the problem when you take on somebody else's campaign. You just don't remember who's where, really. Oh god, look at all those assassins. Good thing we put more troops in here. Just in time.
We must fight.
But yeah, all the money that we gained from plundering Constantinople got spent pretty much straight away. We need to put some more troops there.
Our ships are under attack.
Doesn't matter. I would have disbanded it if we could. Can't disband admirals that have command stars. No. It's just not worth the 1,000 gold when we really need the money for other things. Portugal got excommunicated as well. Cool. Now we're getting more construction done. Okay, Budapest is a large city. What's its population? And it's not that large.
Your will shall
How do we go
be
for time?
obeyed.
Oh shit, we're already at an hour. Holy fuck, time flies when you're playing this game.
An honor to serve, my lord.
But yeah, things are looking a lot more up. Good. The Byzantines actually managed to save that. Now, I would personally attack them, but since you're at war with the Mongols and they're at war with the Mongols, maybe best, since the Mongols are actually quite difficult to deal with, let them keep dealing with the Mongols. Instead, focus on Europe. Don't worry about the Pope there. Alright, let's do this battle over here, and this should set us up for the rest of it. So, I don't think we need anything else than that's just these. Let me see. There are 3 knight units and 1 Pavis crossbowman. Alright, let's do this kind of cheap. If we auto-resolve this, we will lose.
Yes, surrounding and besieging the settlement.
But yeah, I didn't want to hire any more mercenaries because they're kind of overspent in some areas. And we should use those forces to keep moving. And if you want to recruit more mercenaries, you totally can. I'll make sure I plunder the settlement, assuming I win, so that you can continue being aggressive. Okay, so I'm going to trick the AI into thinking I'm attacking from an area where I'm not. These are not Ballista Towers. Okay, cool. Oh, jeez, just didn't fall for it. Anyway, they just sit in the middle. So once again, there we go, one shot. That's all we need. Like I said, it's a glorified battering ram. This is why we destroyed all the ballista makers, right? You could just get like really good artillery as mercenaries, as needed. You've done your job. Okay, now let's see if we can do this without getting anyone killed. Isn't the worst thing in the world to get our king killed because our king sucks?
The enemy's walls belong to us now.
Okay. Now we just gotta outmaneuver them inside the city. We've got the speed advantage, we need to make use of it. Seems to be some sort of obstruction there, I can't move through that. Hang on. We got a really good opportunity there to take out a dismounted feudal knight unit. Real easy. Oh, hang on. What's that? I'm not loving that situation there. Let's pull back. How are we going here? I feel a little bit more confident with this one because they're already steady, despite having only just started fighting. So what I was saying before, you want to give move orders. Ah, someone died. Oh well, that happens. You got too many generals in one area anyway. Who's shooting at us? Oh, they got towers. Oh, another one died. But you can just get more generals, that's the great thing about them. You can get more kings. Because what you need is generals elsewhere, like at Aarhus. That's where you really need them. Don't be afraid to lose your generals. Because you just get more. They're actually the cheapest unit in the game. Yeah, it's these towers that are getting us. Come on, finish it off. We need to get further in. How are we going over here? Where's their crossbowmen? Are they just sitting... Okay, there they are. Go attack them. Alright, so... By process of elimination, both of these guys here died. So, these two can just go into the dismounted feudal knight here. Because they're... So we should just double check that. Hang on. There's a general there. We lost 2 generals. This one here is definitely dead. Well, who else died? That one's alive. This one died. Oh, I didn't die. Okay. So that means this one go this way. How did this guy die? I must have got stuck trying to get out. Alright, I want you to not let them escape. So I'm sending these... No, that's not correct. Which one was it? Shit. This one and this one, I believe. After their deaths. Because they're going to get wiped out after the battle anyway.
Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will... My lord, our men are in command of the city.
Okay. And now with these guys here... Oh, they're in the wrong lane. We'll use them to hold them back so that we don't have to have any more deaths. All they're going to do is fight for 2 minutes. Oh, can they hold that another 30 seconds? I'm not sure. 26 seconds? I don't think they're gonna. That's okay, I can fight them in here.
Our men no longer
This is
command
to
the
death.
city.
This is the only place in the entire battlefield, inside the city that is, where I can actually charge in on them. And while we can't break them, they've got high morale anyway. Hopefully.
Our men are winning the
We don't
battle.
get- oh, that
If we
could do
continue
that.
like
Oh,
this,
shit.
we will smash the enemy.
Watch out. Like I said, it's the only place on the battlefield where we can actually charge in on them. Another general might end up dead.
Raise the
It's just a
sail.
risk we're willing to
Our
take.
men have taken- The enemy general lies dead. We have sent the core to hell. This is a clear victory that goes to only...
So 2 generals died, but they don't matter. You can easily get 2 more. In fact, you can get 3 more now that you've got another city.
A crushing victory! They must fear us now! These people will bow
'Cause they
to you
weren't-
as their lord.
They weren't commanders. There was no special stats in between any of them. And there you go, Budapest. And your king's still alive. And he's not as bad as he was before. He's actually okay now. 2 authority is still not good, but it's better than 1. And instead of having 11 settlements, we now have 16. So we've got a bit of more territory. You've got 8 grand per turn coming in. But that's about as much as I can get done in an hour. You just gotta keep being aggressive. Use the forces that I've recruited, the mercenaries, to keep being aggressive against them. They're not really fighting back very hard. It's okay to lose a general here and there, but just don't leave a full stack of like elite units sitting inside the settlement. Even these guys here, but that's there to deal with Mongols, which
Defeating you will
what you could do here.
right to a noble enemy.
Time is it? Oh, we can go a little bit over. Okay, we can use this opportunity that we just created. We just lost a general, right? Lost 2 generals. And this is why I say it doesn't matter if your generals get killed. Unless they're like really, really good, which they weren't, you can just get new ones. The game presents you with loads of opportunities for getting new generals. Yeah. So I'm gonna get rid of that damn fog. Oh, I hate default walk and I hate default skirmish mode. Default run and default don't be stupid. See, what you have to do is, I gotta remind myself this, don't click so fast. See if you, just it's not comfortable. Used to be a lot better at the controls because I was used to it, but just not these days. Because obviously with Warhammer everything's on default run, which is exactly how I like it. So we should be able to get through this without taking a single casualty, and it should only take a moment, because these are armor piercing. Streltsy are really good missile cavalry. And you have them available in an abundance. Oh shit. I was a bit slow on that. It's okay, a few casualties here and there. Not a big deal.
The enemy are badly blooded. They have lost half their men.
It's also kind of important to just keep moving. Don't let them stand still, because it's a lot easier to redirect yourself than to, God damn it. Go from standing still to running.
The enemy general is slain.
There we go.
The enemy are all civilized peoples.
And by doing battles like that, where you send a few cavalry to go and take out an isolated general, which the AI does all the time.
The enemy lies defeated.
Oh, we weren't given another
are
general.
victors.
Ooh, I was kind of expecting to get one. What's going on with your family tree then? No, there's opportunities for Oh, I know why. It's because there's too many children in here. They count as well, right? So yeah, all of these children here, they count as potential generals. You need to gain more cities before it allow you more opportunities to get more generals. Right, I see. Right, that'll just take time then. Well, I didn't take that into consideration. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. I think this campaign is in a lot better shape than it was. Whether or not he can actually get the win in 26 turns, that's questionable. But, finances are a lot better. With, 8 times his profit per turn. We got rid of a lot of enemies. He's got much larger, more cohesive forces now that he can go in and attack. This settlement over here came under siege, but he should easily be able to... Let me have a look at this.
I only respect strength.
Let me see. When they attack, you should easily be able to repel that, because you only need to get rid of that. So, yeah, that shouldn't be a problem at all. And then you've got these guys over here. Get them over to Aarhus and then down to Hamburg, see if you can handle that. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you want to see more Medieval 2 content. Of course, if you want more Medieval 2 content, you've actually got to send me Medieval 2 content. It's entirely up to you, because like these disaster battles just don't show up in my inbox very often. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.